Okay, let's get right into it. We're going to be making a Jetpack script in this video, utilizing local players is flying check. And by the way, every time I refer to check, like whenever I say, oh, it's like is flying check, I'm referring to something that is a true or false statement, a Boolean. Sometimes editable, sometimes not editable. But okay, so let's go select your local player pointer chain, press Control B as in boy. It'll bring it up in the memory viewer down here. Just click down there, press Control D as in dog. It will bring it up right there. And if you don't have local player defined, if you haven't watched my local player video yet, I would suggest it. If you already have, then just go ahead and click that because you should already have it defined by now. So what we're going to be looking for inside our local player data structure is the is flying check. And I'm just going to kind of show you where it's at because I already know. But this will give you an idea. So you're going to scroll past the Minecraft player, which is the type name, namespace, and type name, namespace, type name. So Minecraft player. And then here's the section where we defined our local player XYZ1, XYZ2, yada, 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 3 and 4 sets, and then our velocities. So you're going to scroll past that and keep scrolling, keep scrolling. What we're looking at here is the values mostly. We're going to go past the 0.019 blah, 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 and past the 0.1 blah, blah, blah. Keep scrolling. So you're going to see local player name. I have that defined also. It's my player's name, but we're going to keep scrolling past that. A little past that actually. So right around here, when you start seeing all these 0.09, this kind of like pattern, like 2, 0.09, 12, 2, 0.09, 12, 2, yada yada. Scroll down past that, and you're going to see a little section here that has 512 and 513 as some of the values. Either or, and 0.05 right there. So somewhere right here is going to be the is flying check, and then there's going to be can fly. So I am in survival mode right now, so can fly would be false. So I'm going to change it to game mode C, creative. And then I'm just going to be kind of looking over here when I press enter, when I go into game mode C, and see what changes. Okay, see, this one right here changed. So that is most likely local player can fly. Because since I'm in creative mode, that's a check saying, oh, can my player fly? Yes or no. It changed to 1, which usually means true. So can fly, true. So there's also going to be one called is flying. And that's going to say whether I am currently flying or not, which I am not, so it's not going to be anything. So once again, let's just kind of click right here and watch the values when I fly. Okay, that one changes to 513, so that is flying. Local player is flying. So we have the is flying check and we have the can fly check. So it changes to 513, but 1 is the same thing. Like if we stop, changes to 512. See how it only increases or decreases by 1. You can also just put 1 and all of a sudden I'm flying again. So to test this, game mode S, let's change is flying to 1. Boop. Why did it fuck up?
Is that not is flying? This one knows is flying. Maybe it's because I enabled it right when I did it. Hold on, let me go to C, game mode S. Okay, so that one definitely changes, can fly, so that should be is flying. Let me double check again. Game mode, whoopsies. Game mode C, and fly. Okay, yeah, so that changes to 1. Alright, so let's go back into game mode S. Change is flying to 1.
Okay, I don't know why, but I'm changing the wrong check here. Can fly. Change that to 1. Boom. So now I can fly even though I'm not in creative mode. You can still see my hearts, I still take damage. So yeah, but I can fly. So I changed can fly to 1, so it allows me to fly. But the one we're going to be using to make the Jetpack script here is flying. So right click that and click add to address list, or just press A and it'll do it. Minimize that. So we have local player is flying right here now. So you're going to want to right click on that and click find out what accesses it. And immediately there's going to be some stuff going off. There's stuff when I jump or when I'm holding spacebar. There's stuff when my inventory is closed. But just go ahead and click stop. The only one we're looking for, see how they're all CMP, which is compare? These are all compares except for this one. It kind of sticks out, which is kind of nice for us. It's the only move ZX, copy memory. So we're going to go ahead and click show disassembler on that one. And it's only a 4 byte. It's only 4 bytes long. Go ahead and right click it and click replace with code that does nothing and just hit OK. And we're going to see if we have Jetpack now. Woo! We do. As you can see, I'm holding spacebar and it kind of has like a little Jetpack like lag effect. And oh shit. I fucked up. But yeah, so that's Jetpack there. So yeah, so we know that's it. So go ahead and right click that first no op and click restore. Click tools. While it's selected, click tools and auto assemble or control A. To bring up this, click template AOB, array of byte injection. And don't change that, it's good. Just click OK. And just name this Jetpack or whatever the hell you want. Click OK. You can fill all this out if you want. This is for version 1.16.221. And boom, bada bang. So we don't, for this, we don't need any memory allocation. So you can go and get rid of that part. We don't need any labels. Whoopsies. I still have my hotkeys set, so they're going crazy on me right now. So just go ahead and get rid of all the labels and all the memory allocation area. And matter of fact, we can get rid of this whole section right here. We don't need the original instructions right there. And we don't need, we're not registering a symbol. We don't care about that right now. Get rid of this random ass spacing. So since we're not allocating memory, we don't need to deallocate memory. And since we're not registering a symbol, we don't need to unregister a symbol. So go ahead and get rid of those also. This instruction, when we no-op it, it doesn't tweak out on us. Since it's only 4 bytes long, see that OF, that's 1 byte, B6, that's another byte, 41, that's a third byte, and 04, that's a fourth byte. So this address only has 4 bytes. So this is saying to write 3, 4, 5 bytes, but we don't need that. So just go ahead and delete 1 byte there, so that it's only writing 4 bytes as the original. And then right here, Jetpack. So that's our address. So as you can see, it's saying, oh, that address, minecraftwindows.exe plus yada yada, except it doesn't. It uses an array of byte scan instead, so it knows what address it is. So that's our address. We're going to go ahead and put db, define bytes, and we're going to do the same thing that we did before manually here. We're just defining them as no-op instructions, which is 90 in hexadecimal. So Jetpack, define bytes, 4 of them, 90. And that is pretty much it. Just click File, Assign to Current Cheat Table, and that should give you Jetpack because it does the same exact effects. So let's go ahead and check it. You can close that now. Name this script Jetpack or whatever, and go ahead and click Enable. You have Jetpack. So yeah. As you can see when you enable it, boom, all it does is just no-op the 4 bytes, and then when you disable it, it restores them to their original bytes, OF, B6, 4104, as it says to do right here. You can get rid of this whole section if you want to, hell, even that top section. I like keeping those two though. But yeah, so that is Jetpack.